made by Google. Let's talk about it. So Google is throwing the gauntlet down against both iPhone, or Apple anyway, and Amazon as well. With some, and the whole VR industry is also, with some new products that are coming out. Google announced made by Google. They're basically putting out a new Wi-Fi router system that has multiple points that you can put throughout your house that basically just, relays the signal. Okay, I mean,
that
stuff like that already
interesting.
exists.
Yeah.
Google Assistant, which is a new software that's going to be built into the new phone and in the product called Google Home, which kind of takes shot at Amazon's like Bluetooth speaker thing, whatever it is. I don't even remember the name. But Google Assistant is kind of like Siri, Cortana, or the OK Google part from the Android that we already have.
Yeah.
But it's more like conversational.
Yeah.
You can have context. So we can say, how long does it take to get to LA, and what are some good sushi restaurants there? And it can actually show it to you. And some of the video that I saw on them using it looked pretty interesting. So it's like, hey, who's playing at this theater this weekend? Oh, it's this band. Play me a song by this one. Or play me that Shakira song from Zootopia.
Yeah.
Was one of those things. And it's smart enough because it has access to all of Google's products, as far as like YouTube and Google itself and all these things. So
and of course the
algorithm,
algorithm,
all the nexus.
Yeah, and of course the algorithm
The
that
hive
Google
mind.
developed that allows it to be such a good search engine.
Right, and so they're coming out with a phone which is basically, I think, their answer to the iPhone, and seems to be marketed kind of that way. Of course, it's going to have Android. It's got a 1080p screen. It's going to have a 12.3 megapixel camera, which is, I've actually had cameras that have more megapixels, but there's a website that I saw, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, that compared all of the major phones' cameras, and this Google Pixel beat all of them. Granted, it beat the new iPhone by like 2 or 3 points, however these points are awarded, but still, apparently, it's the best cell phone camera on the market. But
and it comes in 3 awesome colors.
Yeah, it comes in 3 awesome colors, very black, or quite black, very silver, and really blue. Which, to me, that's funny.
I love those color names. I do.
Right, but also, the cool thing about the Google Pixel is if you have a Google Pixel, you get free, unlimited access to the Google, like the cloud, the Pixel cloud or whatever they're doing. So all of your pictures and all of your videos
immediately go into the cloud.
Which
is not necessarily a good thing.
Well, if you're a celebrity and you put up pictures of
Leslie
yourself,
Jones had,
just
getting fucked in the ass.
If you want people to see you getting fucked in the ass, don't pick pictures of yourself getting fucked in the ass or grabbed by the pussy. So also the thing that I find interesting is they apparently have some kind of USB Type-C port with the battery or whatever. 7 hours of battery life, and you can reach a full charge in 15 minutes.
That's killer. Honestly,
that is killer. So
I mean, 7-hour battery life does not sound particularly.
Now, is
good.
that on standby, or is that? It depends on how you use it.
If it is like running apps and stuff, and it's lasting 7 hours, that's not bad.
Right, but if it's like you have to charge it every 7 hours, even in standby, like if you have it off and on your desk, just sitting next to you or overnight, is it going to be dead when you pick it up? Those are the kind of questions that we need answers to.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to do a 32 gigabyte model and 128 gigabyte model.
That seems
and they've also
enormous to
partnered with Verizon, who I use.
Yeah.
And so I'm probably I still have the S6. I owe like less than $300 on it still. I'll probably end up paying it off maybe around tax time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to upgrade to the Google Pixel. I have a love affair with Google.
Yeah.
I love their operating system. I use Google all the time. YouTube, of course.
I was about to say, and if you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you give the video a like so that YouTube sees it.
Right, and also Chromecast Ultra is coming out, 4K HDR upgrade. It's going to cost $49. I have a Chromecast. I'm a Chromecast user. I love it because it basically just plugs directly into your HDMI port, and you can stream video from your phone. So that's going to be awesome, as well as the Daydream View VR. They're getting into VR now.
Yeah,
that are going to
everybody is
not only work with the new Pixel phone, but also with the with select other phones as well. So we'll see what those work with, and it's only $80, which is $20 less than the Gear VR from Samsung. So we'll see how those things work out. Google's like kind of first foray into the I know they had the Nexus tablets and all that kind of stuff, but they're really putting out a lot more stuff. And on top of that, the Google Home can work with a lot of those interconnected devices like the Nest thermostats and stuff, which I've worked in a business that sold those, and you can do a lot of things with those. So it's interesting. Like, it can take your GPS and know, like, when you're on your way home, so it'll turn on the AC for you, so it'll be at your preferred temperature by the time you walk in the door. It's crazy. But I don't know if I personally would spend $300 for a thermostat, but I would for a phone.
Yeah.
I'd spend twice that much.
I have a question real quick. So, since they're talking about all this made by Google stuff, and they just announced the YouTube Heroes thing last week, do you think that those upper tier YouTube heroes are going to get this stuff to test out before anybody else?
That is one of the tiers on YouTube Heroes, is to try out new products, but honestly, I think they're talking about more like YouTube services, because the Google Pixel comes out in a month.
Yeah.
You can already pre-order it now.
Right.
And how are you going to get to that top tier in YouTube Heroes in just a month?
Yeah.
The program was only announced 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I doubt that those two things are going to be related.
Okay.
But that's just my personal opinion, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, no. I was just curious.
Right. So let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit about the Marvel Universe.